Well, here we go, venturing back into CEX on this time a £10 PlayStation 4 game challenge. I was advertising this all over my social media as a £5 retro game challenge, but I don't think I can stomach any more PlayStation 2 or Xbox 360 games, but PS4 I'm definitely willing to give it a whirl, and this is the first time back after the lockdown. So if you are new here, welcome, subscribe, leave a like. I'm with my friend Sarah, and neither of us can take anything in life seriously because we are reluctant adults. Yes, it's a phrase, it's our phrase. It means we're ridiculously immature. If you've not got a sense of humour, you ain't gonna like this video. So brace yourselves and let's go. So typically, these video game challenges, I ask how many games can you buy for X amount of pounds? And in this instance, I think it's a case of what can you buy? What titles can you buy? What kind of quality? Because I did only pick up 2 PS4 games, but very intriguing titles, extremely intriguing. And in this video, I will show you what I picked up, and I am also tacking on some brand new retro games. So in the description, there'll be a little chapter mark timestamp, and I'll add this video into the retro game kind of pickups videos as well. Now check it out. PS5 videos? Yes, these are PS5 DVDs. PS5 games are already creeping their little way into CEX, astronomically priced because you can buy all of these games much cheaper first hand. I honestly do not know why they even think to compete as a second-hand store with the likes of the gaming stores, where you can go in and you can pick them up brand new for 50 quid. Like, for example, you saw Dirt 5, that was priced at £50 second hand, and albeit in a very nice condition. I had a quick Google and you can actually get it for £47.99 in Argos. So little bit of a joke there, CEX, come on. I mean, I know people don't have to buy it if they don't want to, but hey, I'm going to leave that there for you guys to discuss in the description. Now, we're looking over at the PSP stuff. To be absolutely honest, there wasn't a great amount in. There were some prime titles like your Grand Theft Autos, but I don't need them. And obviously it wasn't part of the PS4 challenge, but I am having a good whip around, as I always do in these episodes, so you guys get a good kind of glimpse really of what I get to see when I'm out and about looking for brand new video games. We do take a look at some PS2, some Xbox 360, you'll see some PS3, and then obviously previously in the video, a couple of minutes back, you saw some cartridge based stuff. And I'm happy to say, guys, I scored a pretty nice Super Nintendo title, quite an obscure one actually. Again, tacking that bad boy on to the end of the episode with some pickups. Let us march on. Is it me, or do CEX stores tend to put their original Xbox games towards the bottom of shelves? Xbox games matter, CEX. Come on, let's see him get a little bit more love, and let's see him increase in volume. Just a fraction, please. I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video. So we're taking a good old scowl at the PlayStation 4 games now. Plenty in. I didn't see a single soul next to the Xbox One games. And I think, with Game Pass, you're going to see less and less people wanting to buy physical Xbox One games. I think the value of them is also going to drop in terms of what you get in your trade, because, like for me, I'm a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber. The Xbox One is not my primary console, and as much as I prefer physical media over digital, I'm happy to sacrifice physical for the Xbox because I don't kind of fret about it as much compared to, say, my PS5, when ideally I would like everything in a physical form. So I think we're going to see less and less. I think it's going to be an important time for the Xbox One. Trade prices are going to shift. A lot of the on-shelf prices of the titles of Xbox One games were a lot cheaper anyway, comparable to the kind of identical title over on the PS4. So it's just an interesting kind of point to note there. It's got me thinking quite a little bit recently, what with the release of the Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. As you guys know, I have an S, and if you guys watched all of the videos in full, you would know. But I keep getting asked on social media, so I would suggest you just watch these entire videos because I am pretty thorough in what we cover. So yeah, picking up this nice title here, but the question is, do I actually pick it up? So let us have a little swoop around, and I've just talked about the Xbox One games. Nobody's there. There was significantly less in terms of the amount compared to PS3 even. I think there were probably more PS3 games in this store compared to the Xbox One. And what you actually see there was literally it. That is kind of the amount of time I spent over on the Xbox One games. Now, swinging back round, just a bit more kind of retro. Nice bit of Nintendo GameCube. The standard titles were all here. Nothing at all jumped out. And honestly, I would have been willing to pick up some of these exclusive of the challenge, but I own them all. So I just kind of left it. Just like, yeah, I'm cool. Didn't pick up any Wii. Wasn't really in the market because I kind of went through a phase of picking up so many Wii games on these challenges. And I think I've pretty much got all of the Wii games that I'm wanting now. Now, Trilogy here, Metroid Trilogy, as you guys can see, slipcase priced at $55. Now, I don't know if that's a good price. I'm kind of hoping there's a Metroid veteran in the comment section, one of the viewers that can probably say, Jem, that is an absolute rip-off, girl. You need to just completely avoid it. I didn't pick it up because I just wasn't sure. I'm not like the hugest Metroid fan. I do like it, but I don't kind of ever crave playing Metroid. It's kind of one of those ad hoc titles that I'll pick up and put down as needed. But 55 quid, is it a rip-off? I'm relying on you to let me know. Now, just dipping back round to the kind of side of the PSP, really. That's where all the PS2 games were. And I think it's because of this challenge that I've really had the opportunity to beef out my PS2 game collection. Some really cheap and solid titles. And I think, places like your second-hand game stores are the place for PS2 games. I don't feel that PS2 games are as valuable online, unless it's like a AAA title, of course. But if you're looking to beef out, if you want some shelf fillers, as all collectors do, let's face it, or if you do want some titles that are reasonable, for 50p up to £1, maybe a couple of quid, I would recommend you go and check out CEX. Check out this, little kind of pinball title there for a quid. I own it, put it back. But again, I'm conscious that not everybody can get out, especially with kind of being in lockdown and you maybe being way out of the way of CEXs. I think this is a really good episodes for you guys to kind of shop and maybe just order stuff online as well. But yeah, PS2, not so much today. I was desperate, absolutely desperate to bring home some corkers, and I think I did. In fact, I even picked up an additional PS4 game. It was a tenner that I'll talk about. And I thought, this looks like a nice, cool kind of pixel, indie kind of game. I'm willing to give that a go for a tenner because I'm still hammering the PS4 despite having a PS5. I'm definitely not ready to give up my PS4 yet. I'm not ready to give up any of my PlayStation consoles, to be absolutely honest. And it's interesting because as we're kind of, we're talking, we're doing a PS4 challenge, we're just talking about the PS5. The PS1 was released 26 years ago, a couple of days back as I film this, as I kind of voice over. 26 years. Where were you when you first heard about the PS1? Do you remember? Do you remember where you were or when it was you first picked up a PS1 or was bought a PlayStation 1? beautiful memories. And one of the most powerful things about owning a retro game collection is the nostalgia. So 26 years with PlayStation consoles, I'm proud to be a part of it, and I'm proud to take part in many years to come. Now again, I'm injecting everybody who doesn't have a sense of humour with a warning that you might see me and my friend Sarah have a little bit of a dance. We were very happy. Obviously, if you've never been in CEX, then you won't know that there's always music playing in there. So we just decided to just whip out the whistles, you know, lay it down Viberlight style and just smash out the glow rods. UK people, I'm sure, how many people have been to Viberlight? Here we go. This is not how you dance in Viberlight. This is not how you dance in Viberlight. I actually don't know what song it was, but you know what? We're idiots. And again, I just love not taking life seriously, especially with how stressful 2020's been. You know, if you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh at? Now, I don't know what the heck I'm doing with my leg there. I don't even know what game I'm picking up. I'm still just buzzing off the move that we're whipping out. And again, I just always want to shout out Jess, because she gets really embarrassed, guys. Jess, who's filming, gets really embarrassed with my antics out and about, and that's my friend Sarah. So yes, she's got a mess on her head. Oh my god, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Again, just gotta have a laugh. Yeah, brilliant. So I think at this point I'd pretty much picked up everything that I wanted to pick up in the challenge, and I do my thing of what additional games am I going to buy? You know, I kind of stand and take a little bit of time to even look behind the counter, because there tends to be loads of retro games behind there. Unfortunately, this store, this was the Beeston CEX store over in Nottinghamshire, didn't have a lot of retro in. Legit only had 2 Super Nintendo games in the entire shop. Now, I don't know if everybody's been buying them during lockdown and doing the whole click and collect thing or what, but 2 Super Nintendo games? Usually there's at least 10, and I'm like asking them to bring boxes and boxes of them out from in the storage as I kind of check out. I just have a final sift through. But yeah, this is the kind of final bit of humour here. Obviously, we're adults, clearly. Shout out to you, Sarah, much love. You're off your head, I love it. Now look at this, PS5 box ripped. What? 815 quid. What do I think about that? I'll probably talk about that in another video. But we leave CEX. Check out this. Quick blast, 2 sealed PS4 games in a charity shop. Let's get back to the game room. And back firmly in the lady lounge we are to show you guys what I picked up on the £10 video game hunt. PlayStation 4 Indie Edition. Now, first up then, we have Riot Civil Unrest, which was half of the budget at £5. And I liked the aesthetic more than I liked the story of this. I'm going to read the back out to you. Listen into this. Is this your kind of game? As civil crisis deepens and inequality tears the very fabric of society, the discontentment of the masses manifests itself in violent public disturbances and civil disorder. Play as the police or masses of rioters as Riot Civil Unrest places you in some of the world's most fractious, if I can get my words out, disputes. This is kind of a pixel isometric top-down job. And I freaking liked that. I'm very much into like pixel art anyway. And that's why I kind of picked it up. It really kind of popped with me. You can kind of see on the front, on the one side, you've got rioters, and then the other side, like the police, very kind of pixelated there. And I thought, you know what, this could be an indie PS4 edition. So picked that up actually. I've never heard of it. It was the only copy in store. And as I like to know if I'm getting a bargain, I did scan this into eBay, does go for a lot more. So that is our first beautiful title. Next game then, also never heard of it. This is Root Letter Last Answer, V-Letter. So this is a really nice anime looking kind of game. And it's a bit of a mystery kind of whodunit. You have to find out It says here, I'll read it out to you. Investigate the mystery of your long-lost pen friend seemingly involved in a murder. Navigate your way around her hometown in search for clues and confront her former friends to make them confess. That sounds wicked. Kind of sounds like Cluedo Anime Edition. Like, what's not to like, and only for a £5 as well. Again, seemingly going for a lot more. If you bang this into eBay yourself, you'll see that it is sold for a lot more. So how gnarly are these two puppies for 10 quid? You don't have to spend a lot to get some good titles. I'm looking forward to diving into them. Now, as I said, we're going to dive into the second half of this episode with some awesome retro game pickups and a bonus cat. How awesome is that? Jimmy, say hello to the world. I may have to get you down, but we're going to take a look at some Super Nintendo, some GBA, some additional PS4 and PS3. Let's hit it. From Facebook Marketplace earlier, got this gorgeous translucent crystal blue GBA in very nice condition. This is not a modded screen, this is like the original screen in here. With 5 games, one is in the back, he kind of put this in there to demo it. We have X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge. Don't really need to show you guys close up to this. My cat's crawling all over me, he just absolutely loves it here. Might actually get this backlit. Rob from Raw Talent Art, if you're watching. I still need to also send you my Game Gears that I've paid for. In fact, one I'm giving you, and my Game Gear that you're going to fix the capacitors on. Jimmy's now parked his arse on all the games. I'm just going to grab the game from underneath my cat's backside. And we have here, we've got some Dragon Ball Z. Again, all this for 40 quid. Real bargain here. I've missed out on some real bargains recently on Facebook Marketplace for my retro stuff. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. We get some 007 Nightfire. Not a huge fan of 007 games, which is kind of odd because it's James Bond, and James Bond kicks ass. And then we've got some classic Tomb Raider, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of Lara Croft. Absolutely wicked. So repeat, 40 quid for 5 games and a very nice crystal blue translucent GBA. Awesome stuff, but I've got more to show you. I recently picked up some loose Super Nintendo games from Kirkby Sells and Exchange. You saw that in a previous episode. But in CEX, this is an obscure Super Nintendo title. This is Black Hawk on the Super Nintendo cartridge, priced at 38 quid. Not too bad, and you're probably thinking 38 quid for a loose cart. Are you out of your mind, girl? Go on eBay and check what these sell for. You might find one cheaper, but they do, if you can find a PAL copy, which I struggled, they do go for a little bit more or kind of within that price range. So for its obscurity versus price, I thought I'd pick it up. Really gnarly, looking forward to playing it. Might even pop it on tonight's stream, actually. Ooh, we're doing a Super Nintendo stream tonight. Next up then, I don't own this edition, the special edition of GTA 5 on the PlayStation 3. Now, I got the collector's edition of this classic game, and in this you get the map, which is kind of like a nice, kind of really thick kind of paper film, so I'm not going to unravel it, but apparently if you put this under UV light, it reveals some Easter eggs on the map as well. That was kind of revealed pretty darn quickly, as this kind of came out in 2013. And then the steelbook version of GTA. Now, as I was cashing out, this was behind the till. I'm kind of cashing out, and I said, hey, can we just check the games in there? And he's like, yeah, well, it should be. But actually it wasn't. So, little tip, simple one, if you're getting any games from CEX and they're behind the till, don't assume that your game is in there, because this wasn't. So thankfully I asked. This was only £8.50. So do I want to play through it again? I don't know, maybe on my PS3, maybe have a little bit of nostalgia with that. Also, it is PS3 retro. I think it is now. I think we can call the PS3 retro. Now, I mentioned in my voiceover that I picked up another PS4 game, indie game for a tenner, and that is Slain Back from Hell. Kind of like a Castlevania-esque PlayStation 4 game. So another indie game that I wanted to edge my bets at. So it says here, control the fate of the Batharin. Control the fate of Batharin, a doomed hero in a gothic world who seeks to liberate 6 cursed realms from deadly overlords. So it's kind of like a 2D Bloodborne Castlevania mix. Beautiful. I guess this really is an indie episode, isn't it, as far as PS4 games go? But actually, I'm about to ruin that thesis, because in the British Heart Foundation, at the end of the kind of footage that you saw out and about, to my surprise, there were 2 sealed PlayStation 4 games. Now I'm going to tell you something about British Heart Foundation in a sec. We have Super Bomberman R, which was priced at £14.99, and it says here exclusive Ratchet and Clank, so maybe there's like a Ratchet and Clank character. Now I do like Bomberman, I really do like Bomberman. I remember pulling an all-nighter once with my friend on the PS1. We were just drinking hot chocolate, because obviously that's going to keep you awake, and we wanted to complete Bomberman on the PS1, which we did, which was sick. So good times on Bomberman all around. So that's that sealed. And then, not really my thing, but for £5, you bet your bottom dollar I'm picking up FIFA 20 for a £5. Again, these are sealed. Now, what I want to tell you about them is British Heart Foundation have some kind of deal where they get free games from Amazon. I don't know how, and I don't know what the stipulations are, but I'm guessing these were from Amazon, like they were just like gifted to them. So they've made 100% profit, as they do on all of the games, because people give stuff away. So that's really nice. I'm doing a little bit for charity. Picked up 2 brand new PS4 games, picked up lots of indie stuff, Super Nintendo and GBA. Boy, this is a packed episode. So guys, Jimmy and me would like to thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys will be kind enough to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm sponsoring my own video. If you want to hit join and become a Team 24 member, second link in the description or the join button on the main page. Have a beautiful day. There'll be another episode ripping into your eyeballs on Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And for now, my name is Gemma. Take care. Have a good day. Love you. See you soon.